Hello YouTube! Welcome back. At the end of the last episode I nearly shit myself because my daughter came downstairs in the middle of the night needing a wee-wee and tapped me on the shoulder to ask to go to the toilet, and I had no idea she was there. Dear oh dear. So I ended up screaming, "Oh shit!" in my daughter's face. Brilliant. Brilliant. So, let's get back on with this examination of the human merchant's goods, shall we? Shall we continue that? Let's do it. Leather backpacks. Do I really need them? You know what? I'm going to buy some anyway, just to make sure we've got some if we need them. Right, do I want axe blades and corkscrews? No, I'd rather make them myself. Let's buy all their cheese. No, this is better. We're now spending about 17 grand. That's good. Some splints, because, excuse me, I can't be bothered to make splints and crutches. Earthenware sun-goth hammers. Surely a sun-goth is an oxymoron. Let's have a little look at what they are. This is an earthenware sun-goth hammers. The sun-goth hammers are used by the musician to strike the instrument and produce sound. Okay, so we don't know what a sun-goth is exactly. Oh, please excuse me. I just have to mute the microphone because I'm going to... Oh, too late. Oh well, never mind. Just ride the shame. Oh my god. Better out than in anyway. Right, let's have a little look at this. World Without M Justice Curl. Let's have a little look at what this is all about. Of course, I do like a book. This is a swan parchment scroll. The rollers are made from cryolite. Written on the item is an essay entitled The World Without M Justice Cruel, authored by M Justice Cruel. It concerns the studies of the dwarf M Justice Cruel in Blossomed Sounds in order to be with the master in the midwinter of 278. The writing is clear evidence of a compassionate being. Overall, the prose is amateurish at best. Justice Cruel is a compassionate being. Interesting. Well, let's buy it. We don't want a copper cauldron. I don't care about Nakva strings, because honestly, if we don't have a Nakva, there's no point getting strings for it. Silver carving fork. The Nuanced Human. Okay, this is an interesting tome. This is a vellum scroll. The rollers are made from cryolite. Written on the item is an essay entitled The Nuanced Human, authored by Obla Mine Mortal. It concerns the authoring of Leeches, the dirt mourns afterward, by the human Obla Mine Mortal, in Yawn Mines in the early summer of 137. The writing is littered with terrible jokes, inartfully told, and is somewhat self-indulgent. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. Well, never mind, it's going in the library. Savannah Titan Silk Oth Strings. Oh my goodness. Hematite bookbinding. A pitch blend bound codex. Let's have a look at their codices, see what they've got. This is a well-crafted pitch blend bound codex. The written portion consists of an 11-page essay entitled The Dwarf the Easy Way, authored by Eshtan Channeled Girder. It concerns the marriage of the dwarf Eshtan Channeled Girder and the dwarf Tun Colour Lances in 247. The writing is reasonably serious, yet it has a touch of melancholy. Overall, the prose is passable, and so therefore it goes into my library. Another codex, silver-bound codex. This is a native silver-bound codex. The written portion consists of a 31-page essay entitled Great Author, authored by Zon Gillants. It concerns the authoring of Stray Ever Onward by the dwarf Zon Gillants in Blossom Sounds, in the late summer of 475. The writing has a touch of melancholy. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. Normally, elves are the ones who do this, but the arrogance of writing about yourself writing a book and then calling it Great Author, that's a little bit much. Rock Salt Bound Codex. What do we have here? This is a rock salt bound codex. It is encrusted with cushion chalk cabochons. This object menaces with spikes of hornblende. The written portion consists of a 1-page essay entitled Never Underestimate the Dwarf, authored by Col Orbs Heroes. It concerns the authoring of Dives Competitive by the dwarf Col Orbs Heroes in Not Reigned in the Midwinter of 309. Another book about writing a book. They do seem very taken with their own authorial endeavours. Firelight Bound Codex. The written portion consists of a 19-page essay entitled Better Denial, authored by Radir Okerhalls. It concerns the denial of apprenticeship of the human Dixil beginning mauve underneath the human raider Okerhalls in Blossomed Sounds in the early summer of 217. The writing is depressing. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. There's a theme here. They're not bringing the best books. They're bringing just their sort of, like, penny dreadfuls. This is a finely crafted granite-bound codex. The written portion consists of a 109-page guide entitled Classic Not Reigned, authored by Racust Paintpage. It concerns the town not reigned. The writing is quite self-indulgent. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. Oh, someone followed. Oh, Liquid Samurai channel, thank you very much for the follow. I thought I saw something move out the corner of my eye. Let's buy this book. An olivine bound codex. Show me more. Ooh. This is a well-crafted olivine-bound codex. It is decorated with goat hoof and encircled with bands of finely crafted single-cut morganites. The written portion consists of a one-page chronicle entitled The Scaly Coalition and More, authored by Wisho Singedclout. It concerns the Scaly Coalition. Overall, the information is not compiled very well. The work has 4 chapters. The first chapter covers the foundation of Steamy Band by the Scaly Coalition of the Courageous Nation in 119. The second chapter covers the collaborative creation of the position of Lord by members of the Scaly Coalition in the late spring of 131. The third chapter covers the ascension of the human Strusslot Squeeze plans to the position of Lord of the Scaly Coalition in the late springs of 131. The fourth chapter covers the construction of the Frenzy of Ringing in Steamy Band by the Scaly Coalition of the Courageous Nation in 132. If the Frenzy of Ringing isn't a bell, then I don't fucking want to live in this world anymore. It's got to be a bell, right? Let's buy the book and find out. So, that's it, just some parchment sheets. So, it looks like we're going to be trading for 21,661 credits of value. So, we could do that with this weapon bin. That's going to involve selling a steel warhammer. Shit. Right, let's just go to the top of the page. Bang, 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 bang. There we go. There's the weapon bin. Let's just sell them individual spiked wooden balls, because frankly, I need my bins. They're very useful things to have. There we go. Walnut wood balls. Lovely. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Okay, they're making a profit of 4.5 grand. Do you think that's good? Good on 21 grand? Let's give them a little sweetener just to keep them happy. There we go. They're making a profit of 12 grand now. They've got to be happy, right? They've got to be happy with that. Trade. Are you sure you want to trade the selected goods? Yes. Yes, I am. Kem seems ecstatic with the trading. I'm not surprised, considering how much trade value he got out of that. Do I want to take... I mean, I could just take everything he's got, right? How much is that going to cost just to buy everything for the sake of just being baller? Let's go up a bit. There we go. Copper axe blade, copper ball, enormous iron corkscrew. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Anything else? Come on. Whoa! What the figgins? That was a leather bin. Okay, there we go. That's cool. That's cool. It keeps it... That's fine. No, don't panic. I thought it was deselecting everything, but it turns out it's just getting the whole bin. And why not, I say? Why not? Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. I mean, some of this armour that I can't use is going to be a bit shit, actually. Looking at the values suddenly spike as we go through the armour bit is worrying. Holy shit. Okay, maybe buying all their stuff is a little bit crazy. Is that 35 grand? I think we can do it, though. Let's do it. We can always make spiked wooden balls. We don't need to worry about that. Right. There we go. Get all these done. There we go. Da, 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 da. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not the bin. Not the bin. Thank you very much. We're going to keep the bin and just sell the balls. That's what it's all about. We're ball salesmen. That's what we do here. We do balls and not much else. Okay. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, shit. They're already getting 16 grand profit. And I've still got tons of balls to sell. Let's take a few balls off. 16 grand, like that much twice, is getting a little bit rich, to be honest. So let's take a load of balls out. Let's take our balls out. 5 grand profit is still generous. Let's see if they like that. Yep, he's ecstatic, and now he has nothing but my balls in his inventory. Fantastic. Let's finish the trading then. Trader no longer required. Move goods to or from depot. No. There we go. And then, of course, all this stuff presumably will go. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We do need to build a library now to store all that stuff. Let's scroll up the chat a bit because I appear to have missed some stuff. Sounds like the stream. Missed the context of that one. Pitch blende is uranium ore. Oh my. Bloody hell. You got to get hold of a Necronomicon and make all your dwarves into necromancers. If only that was implemented already. That would be amazing. Can you do that? Is that a thing? Anubis, a scientist that makes all of his mugs out of pitch blende. That doesn't sound healthy. Uranium fever, I can imagine. When will a Fallout game have Ain't I Right? Oh, you mean when do they have the old doodahs? Radioactive mugs, good grief. If you get a death tome, you can totally make everyone necromancers. Oh, that's good. Does that mean if the undead come to attack us, we end up not actually having to worry about it? Because that would be lovely. That would be lovely. That would be lovely. That would be wonderful. Alright, let's check to see if this is linked up. Doesn't look like it. Let's go down to the next floor, sorry, here, and see. This is still not linked to a trigger. And that was just the first one, wasn't it? Do now. Do now. That's what we want. I want you to link up these floodgates so we can end up with a nice little lava system and give ourselves some wonderful magma workshops because they are cool. Very cool. Oh, the book full of in-jokes and self-aggrandizing. Yes. Except I don't do a lot of self-aggrandizing, do I? I feel like I'm really self-depreciating. Rarely? Normally. Really self-depreciating. But maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I am. Maybe it's just a big old power game for my ego. That could be it. Necromancy is awkward. Hostile necromancers will still murder you, and your own necromancers might as well. Yeah. That sounds like it could be a problem. But hey, worse things could happen. Job item lost or destroyed. Oh dear. Poor old Jordan Child. Is this getting filled up? It's not really, is it? I would have thought they'd have more ores in here by now, but apparently not. Okay, we've still got a bit of a mess in terms of stone. I mean, I did the quantum stockpile thing before, and they did seem to flock to get it sorted. Trouble is, we don't have the idlers for that kind of thing right now. Scribes will come. Yes, actually, if we get a library going, then we can, have fun with the old scribes, can't we? Get some people going. Let's go. Should we go one up from the temples? I am going to go one up from the temples, and I'm going to say dig. Dig. Mine. There we go. Dig that there, and we're going to make that bigger room. Except I'm going to cover it in little alcoves. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that off there and put it on here. There we go. So the room's about the same size. And now we can just do this. Oh, tits. Bloody tit sweat. There we go. Of course, if you discover blood in your tit sweat, please see a doctor. There's a public health announcement there for you, just in case you're wondering why I said that. Honestly, I'm not sure why I said that. It's a moment of madness. Sweaty booby thoughts will do that to a man. Okay, there we go. Digging that out. Good. So that's going to be fun. When that's done, we can have a lovely little bit of... we haven't got any bookcases. That's going to be a problem. So if I say book case, we want wooden bookcases, I think, don't we? Or rock bookcases? Can we have generic rock book binding? Bookcase. Bookcase. Don't want to make it out of any kind of gold. Here we go. Rock bookcases. Bang. How many do I want? You know what? Let's have like 40. Because I'm sure I can put them elsewhere other than just in the library. I'm sure they'll be great. Right, can we dedicate the temples now? That's... Before I dedicate the temple, I'm just going to check to see if this lever's been attached. Oh, fuck you, lever people. Right, back up to the temples, and now let's think about designating this to be a temple. So, if I make it a sculpture garden... Okay, and then we assign a location, add a location, temple. There we go. So, this room here, I think we might have, this is be the no specific deity one, but let's have a look around and see what we've got. So, Makwaba Hudrathun Thulun of Kumpt, that seems a bit truncated, has 2 worshippers. She covers the portfolio of the sky, the wind, and hunting. 3 worshippers, 1 worshipper, 1 worshipper, 2 worshippers, 2... Who's the most popular? Come on. Oh, hello. We just spotted a biggie. 43 worshippers. Aros Crazebone. Ooh, Crazy Bones. He has 43 worshippers. He has the portfolio of mountains, fortresses, war, and death. Well, maybe that one can have this big room. Who's next? Id, with 31 worshippers, is all about wealth and metals. 39 worshippers of the god of jewels. 34 worshippers of the god of minerals. No worshippers for the early fountains, the god of depravity, lust, rebirth, and birth. Why does no one worship my favourite god? That's not fair. 2 worshippers of the hunting fishing god, blah blah blah. 20 of Testri, who is the god of peace. 2 worshippers of the scintillating smile of wonder, music and revelry, and that's it. 1 worshipper of twilight and dusk. Okay, so I'm thinking what we should do is, for this big room, we'll give it to all the big gods. So, Aros Crazebone. Bang. There we go. The fenced cathedral. What about this one? We make a sculpture garden. It's a slightly smaller one. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to leave... That big one was for the big god. And now... Oh, they're different. They're different temples. Okay. Let's see how it works out. Who's next? We've already had Aros Crazebone. Let's go for Id. There we go. Id. The next one can be for another one. Add a location. Add a temple. So we've done Id. What about Az? Is Az good? 39 for the god of jewels. I'd say so. I'd say so. The Beige Temple. Very nice. Make a sculpture garden. Enter. Assign location. Add a location. Temple. Okay, let's see who else we've got. So we did Aros, Id, and Az. Asen, the god of minerals. Nice. The Earthen Shrine of Gol. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it actually says when it's read properly, but it's all cool. So let's assign a location. We can make this one add a location. Temple. Who's next? We've had Aros, Id, Az, Asen. The early fountains has nobody. Has anyone else got a lot of worshippers? Just Testri, the god of peace. Okay, good. So that big room has all the big gods in it. Let's make this next middle room a no particular god room. R, size the room, bang. Assign location. Now we add a location, temple, no specific deity, bang. And then we'll save these little final ones just to the Convent of Intensity. Oh my, what goes on there? It sounds very rude. Okay, let's have a little look at chat just in case. Bring back butchered animal body parts. What's all that about? If I recall, you can make general purpose temples that people can worship basically anything at. Should probably make at least 1 or 2 of those so that any randos who have a one worshipper thing aren't mad at you. Yeah, this will be our generic temple, and then we'll put some spicy ones. When I see some fun gods, they can have these little alcove temples. You know what? This one here, this is a sculpture garden. I'm going to make that one for the one with no gods, with no worshippers. Assign location, add a location, temple. Who was it? It was the early fountains, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. Bang. There's a temple for the early fountains. It's called the Raw Shrine. Oh my goodness, what a suggestive name. Okay, so back down to here. Looks like people are moving all of the stuff from the trade area. Let's check, perhaps somewhat optimistically, to see if this has been done. Fudge. No, it hasn't. Raw dogging in the Raw Shrine, that's right. Depravity and lust. Another good band name. One to stick on the pile. Okay, so what goes on here? I mean, it's not... I thought we were going to get to tap the volcano this time round. I really did, but this whole bottleneck with the mechanisms is really holding us back. As soon as that's done, we can actually tap the volcano and have the magma go. I mean, realistically, it's not going to overflow. I could just do without floodgates. Oh, I don't know. No, it's madness. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Oh, Necros can bring back butchered animals. I see what you meant, Anubis. I get you. That all makes more sense. Yeah, well, I've seen horror stories of people with reanimated hair and skin in their fortress. I mean, how do you defeat reanimated hair? More to the point, how do you animate hair? Re or not? Re or otherwise? Crazy, that's what it is. Crazy. You're not too late, Buckshot. You're not too late. You've probably got at least another half hour of good dwarf fortressing. Maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, what haven't you missed? We haven't had any more sieges. We haven't quite tapped the volcano yet. We have designated some temples, and there have been other occurrences, but as of yet, nothing is happening right this instant. You know what? I'm going to go to here and see if we can train any of our animals, because I keep forgetting to do that. Please let there be something war trainable. That would be special. Well, hello. War trained jaguars? I think so. I don't think that's something we can turn down. Tame toad. That's the only war trainable creature. However, other things are tameable, are trainable. So maybe we'll do that. Let's train that tame dog. There we go. T. Why not? Didrike Blade. Let's say any trainer, because we've only got the two lads. They're all going to end up doing something. Do we train cats? Nah, I'm going to train the dogs though. Any trainer. A dog there. There we go. Water buffalo, groundhog, jaguar, llamas, goose, donkeys, alpacas, billy goats. Could train a billy goat just for the fun of it. Why not? Just to get the people trained. To be honest, just to get them skilled up a bit, keep them doing it. If we're not training anything, then well, they're not getting their skills polished, are they? Someone did die, yeah. Oh yes, my daughter came in and scared the shit out of me. Yeah, actually, we had a marksman die, didn't we? A marks dwarf. He got killed by a troglodyte in the caverns. Very sad. Very sad. So sad. Ah, man, look, they've nothing but the spiked balls left in the trading post now. They're going to have to make their way home with no bins and a load of balls. Oh, hello. Pause. There was an announcement. Asen Abel-Lorbam, the waxworker, has been found dead, completely drained of blood. Dun, dun, da, da. This could be the moment, Claycree. Finally, the proof we required. There is a vampire afoot in the fortress, and it is one of two suspects. Let us turn to Dwarf Fortress to do a little bit of investigating that we don't need to do because we did it previously. So, Dwarf Therapist. Let's go to the military screen. Can we spot anybody who might be a vampire? Oh, yes, our old friend, Nomal. Totally normal dwarf. Totally normal dwarf with 871 kills. Of course, the other candidate was Rith, who had over 1,000 kills, but they're all goblins. And I think that could be done in a war. Whereas this is all the hallmarks of an opportunistic hunter. So, Nomal. Claycree, would you like Nomal? Would you like Nomal? That's, if you want him, you can have him. You said you wanted a vampire? Yes, you do. Okay. I bet the other one turns out to be a freaking vampire now. Claycree. Oh, Cree. There we go. Bang. And let's commit that change. Brilliant. Does anybody else, while we're here, want a dwarf named after them? Let's have a quick look at the names. We currently have 22 nicknames. Anubis, Blade, Buckshot Brigade, Dydrike, Filthy, Fuzzy Logic, Greg, Heartbite. Oh, Heartbiter's not actually named after someone in chat. They actually bit somebody's heart. Itigawa, Johnny 5, Kate the Great, Claycree, Lanicerus, Nuka-Citrus, Firehawk, Rando, Sanctum, Science, Scientific Hooligan, Sakalo, The Hobo Hunted, Vehemet, and Virtual Spaceman all have... Actually, Virtual Spaceman... Let's just take that space out. Leave the space as a virtual space, indicated by camel case. Right, there we go. That's that changed. So if your name wasn't on that list, feel free. Feel free. Did I just change it to virtual space mass? I didn't, did I? No, it's good. Virtual Spaceman's all good. All good. Liquid Samurai Channel does want somebody named after him now. Oh yeah, check who gained a dwarf kill. Very good thinking, Buckshot. But Liquid Samurai Channel, do you have a preference of any kind? What sort of dwarf? What flavour of tiny little person would you like to have named after you? Someone involved in a little bit of the old military action, perhaps? A crafts dwarf? Maybe a farmer? A gatherer? A forager? A miner? An adult? A child? A wee baby? A little tiny baby? We've got 14 babies if you want one. It's entirely up to you. I'll let you ruminate on that, and I'll let the chat catch up. Let's check to see who got the new kill. 821 kills, and the other one was 1,000 or so kills, wasn't it? 1,019. So let's do a read. There we go, and you now have 1,019, and you now have 821. Ah. Okay. That didn't really explain anything, did it? A crafts dwarf, no problem. Preferably a weaponsmith. Well, we haven't got any activated weaponsmiths yet, but I'm sure we've got somebody with the skill just waiting to show their stuff. Ah, okay. We've got Law and Mebzuth, the two weaponsmiths in the fortress. Mebzuth is also a blacksmith and a metal crafter, but old Law is more focused and is a weaponsmith by trade as opposed to a metalsmith. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? It's entirely possible we have more than one vampire, Buckshot. It's entirely possible. Q quarantine, yeah. Oh, we could end up turning into... You'll take Law, okay? Law, set nickname. Now, I'm pretty sure Liquid Samurai Channel is going to be over 16 characters, so we may have to do some finagling to fit this in. Liquid Samurai Channel. Yep, it's over 16. So what did it change it to? Did it change it to anything? If I commit, you'll appear up here and it will show me the truncated version. So we can get as far as Liquid Samurai How about Liquid Samurai? Liquid Samurai, that makes sense. Yeah, I get you. There we go. Let's remove the from the end. Liquid. In fact, you can have a space in your name, can't you? Because we took 2 letters out, leaving space for a space. Fantastic. So, there we go. 23 dwarves have been named after people. Well, 22 have been named after people in chat, and one of them has been named after an activity they did in combat, which was impressive, to say the least. So, anyone else, or is that good? I think that's good. I think everybody has one if they want one. Good. Everyone gets one. Let's go back to the fortress and figure out what to do with our little vampy vampire. Vampy vampire. Where's the fortress? There we go. Cool. Should probably burn that corpse. Now, is that how it works? Do dwarves who've been bitten by vampires rise from the dead? Because I thought it was when they drank the blood of the vampire. So if you get the vampire's blood in the water supply or something... I should have got up to date with Honeystoker, because old Krugsmash is trying to set up a vampire fortress, isn't he? Oh, maybe it is better to be safe than sorry. That's a very good way of thinking of things. Let me just quickly make sure we have adequate graves first. Let's go to the temples, go down a floor, build N. How many burial receptacles do we have available? 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. That's all of our coffins placed. Hopefully we'll get some more on the go. Do I have doors? And actually, now that I think about it, excuse me, I'm on the verge of coughing. Now that I think about it, does our hospital have doors yet? No, it doesn't. Do we have any doors? Yeah, plenty of doors. There we go. The hospital is now fully hospitalised. Let's quickly check to see how its needs are going. More migrants. Shit. Can we even cope? We had 82 adults, 13 children and 14 babies. God knows what these people will do to our figures. Here they come. Marching in. Let's let them march and we'll head down to where we were before to do that thing we were doing. What was it? Oh, checking out the hospital zone. That's right. I click on that one. Why say hospital? Oh no, I don't want to place a new zone. Piss off. There we go. Set hospital. So we've got thread, we've got cloth, we've got splints, we've got crutches, we have no powder for casts, we do have buckets, but we don't have soap. I've never really made soap before. Not entirely sure how you go about it. Well, what we need to do is once we've run out of gravestones, grave sites, then we probably will start chucking people into the magma and using memorial slabs. That's the plan. That's the plan. Put it with any possible explosives and blow it up in the middle of who knows where. We could. I mean, that does sound like an effective vampire hunting technique, even if they have regeneration. I mean, it's going to take them a while to recover from being detonated. Oh, the cavey died. I thought the cavey didn't need actual grazing land. Huh. We've run out of fruit. You know what? I might set up another fruit zone. Let's do it where there's some actual trees. Down here should be good. Let's just make it as big as we can. You know what? Fruit picking zones don't get that big, do they? Gee, gather pick fruit, gather information, yeah, whatever. Should we also make it an animal training site? I don't think so. I don't think so. Do I set up some fishing areas? You know what? I think I might. If I just make an... I mean, it's obvious they have to fish here, but if I do this... Bang. F. Fishing. Good. And we'll also put gather pick fruit here. And that should do, right? Yeah. Looks good. Looks good. There's a lot of blood in the forest. Oh yeah, no, that's actual, red leaves falling off the trees, I think. Phew. That's the thing. Blowing up things is like a primal... Certainly when I was a little boy, I felt a very strong affinity with the idea of blowing stuff up. I mean, bangers, or firecrackers, as I believe they're known elsewhere, fireworks, all that kind of stuff. Oh, yeah. I've told this story before, haven't I? I once asked my dad when I was a little kid, can I make a bomb, please? And he said, ho, son, of course you could make a bomb, thinking that I wouldn't be able to make a bomb. And when that thing went off, wow, you should have seen the colour drain from his face. I'd like a little gravy, like a Bisto tin, and I filled it up with tissue and highly flammable paint thinner stuff. Sealed it all off with gaffer tape, made a fuse, popped it through the top, set it on fire, and he lit it, he played the part, he ran away, he hid behind the fence panel that we'd got out, and then when it went bang, oh my god, the look on his face, it was amazing. Yep, that's exactly what it was. Well, I didn't know it was that at the time, but you're right, a jam tin bomb. Except all that happened was the top of the... let me just explain this with my hands. The pot was like this, and the gaffer tape top just went... It wasn't gaffer tape, sorry, the masking tape top just went... and flew off the top, but the bang... Oh my goodness, the bang was amazing. Who doesn't love a good bang? Ooh. Little sip there. Oh, speaking of, well, not actually speaking of banging, those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching, but That's 34 minutes of video, so you're going to have to wait for the next one. See you next time. Bye!